Hello gardening friends, welcome to Backyard Basics. I'm John Dromgoole. So, we want to build the soil. You don't want to buy a truckload of compost. It's easy enough to do. The farmers do this, the organic farmers do this, and they build their soil with plants. They grow plants out there specifically to build a healthy soil. And so some of the plants include buckwheat, many types of beans and peas. Here's some peas that we like to use quite a bit out in the garden. You know, lots of times we're shutting down for the summer these days. It's too hot, it's not productive out there, it's too much water. And so what we want to do is cover the ground with something called a biomass. A biomass is the plants that you grow out there, and they are just pure organic matter, and then they cover the soil over time, and then when they break down later on, when you break them down, you've got some good organic matter to work in. But what's most important about some of these legumes is the fact that they fix nitrogen from the air. Lots of nitrogen, more than you can imagine, as a matter of fact. And 1 pound of these covers about 1,000 square feet, and you know, that's not much money at all for these things. Nurseries carry them, but if you don't find them in a nursery, you might check out your local organic gardening store or your favorite food store. You find them there in packages. These are the same things, really. And so these crops can be put out, even if you're not going to garden in the spring. You could go ahead and put them out there as the soil warms up. You do need a definite warm soil so that they will germinate and do well. You can broadcast them, break up the soil a little bit, and just broadcast them out there. Keep them moist in the beginning. They'll get underway. And one of the more important things, though, is that you can inoculate them with a bacteria called the Rhizobium. And this bacteria helps them fix nitrogen even much more than they were going to do on their own. And this bacteria will grow along the roots, and there are so many different types of legumes and different types of rhizobium for them that read the package so that you'll know when you're in the garden center and you're buying a few for your garden, you pick up the rhizobium. This little packet that's over there, somebody that's attending you might recommend it to you, and you'll think maybe they're adding on something extra. It's a good source of nitrogen. It's a good way to build a healthy soil. And the roots go down into the soil and open it up some more. If you've got a new garden and you want some organic matter down deep without turning the soil with a tiller or anything, that root system will go down there and then begin to fix the nitrogen. And that's one of the best things that we can do. And so, and it suppresses weed growth. If you've got a weed problem out there, you want to get rid of them, this is a slow process that takes a season or two, but you'll get rid of those weeds also. And it improves the ability of the soil to hold more moisture with that organic matter. And I'll take a garden fork at the time that it's time to turn them in, really before it gets to really flowering that much. You'll get the flowers, and then before that's setting seed, you'll go ahead and start twisting them into the top of the soil. Buckwheat's another very good one to add to the garden. Buckwheat can bring up phosphorus. While these guys fix nitrogen, the buckwheat gets the phosphorus in there. It's a great combination. And talk about feeding the beneficial insects and the butterflies, the buckwheat is great at that. One of the best ones to bring in those beneficials to the garden. You have to manage it though, because if it's allowed to go to seed, it becomes a weed out there. So you have to take it down before the seeds really get to form. So these are a few ideas. If you've got a small garden or you've got a farm, this is the appropriate way to build a healthy soil during the summer months. For Backyard Basics, I'm John Dromgoole. I'll see you next time.